Today, I'll be talking about Uncharted Drake's Fortune, also known as the first game in the Uncharted series. This gameplay footage is from Rabid Retrospect Games on YouTube. Uncharted Drake's Fortune was originally published on November 19, 2007 for the PlayStation 3 by the company Naughty Dog. It has since been adapted to play on other PlayStation systems. The story follows Nathan Drake and his friends Sully and Elena as they try to find the lost city of El Dorado through a journal left by Sir Francis Drake.
All's fair in love and war, kid.
And what if you can't tell the difference?
Then, my friend, you are in big trouble. The Spaniard sure left a lot of crap.
This is level 2, titled The Search for El Dorado. It starts off with a cutscene of Nathan and Sully leaving Elena behind because they don't want her getting a cut of the treasure if they do happen to find it. They follow Sir Francis Drake's journal to a jungle that has a hidden cave with rooms, structures, and carvings. After getting through to the other side, they find that the treasure is not there and soon stumble upon an abandoned German ship on a large waterfall.
I'll hold it open. See if you can jam it from the other side.
All right, let go. This ought to hold it. Hurry, Sully!
This level teaches the player how to climb and drop from ledges, move while hanging from a ledge, and jump from one ledge to another. It also teaches the player that there are interactable items within each room that can solve puzzles, such as barrels that will explode, pulleys that will open doors, and pressure plates. Also introduced is using Sir Francis Drake's journal to solve puzzles, such as the room where you need to push certain pressure plates in the order that they were written in the journal to open the door.
What do you make of this?
Wait, I recognize these symbols. The order of these signs has some importance.
This level is a linear level with one room after another. There are no secret passages or multiple pathways to get to a certain room. Different actions will occur that will then lead to the next stretch of passage or next puzzle room until the level is over. This is also only the second level of the game, which is more focused about teaching the player basic mechanics and developing the story rather than trying to solve difficult puzzles to advance. The historical inspirations for this level are mentioned as talking points between Nathan and Sully while the player is either in control of Nathan or during a cutscene. First off, the buildings and carvings in the caves are based off of structures from the Inca, an empire that was present in South America in the 14 and 1500s. Second, Sir Francis Drake was an actual person. He was an explorer that traveled the entire world in one trip. The Spanish did not like him and had deemed him a pirate for the things he had done against them. This ties into the later cutscene where Nathan and Sully talk about the Spanish taking Sir Francis Drake's treasure and leaving marks behind. Finally, El Dorado is an old myth about a city of gold. It is Spanish for the golden. It is not a real place. However, this game has implemented its possible existence for the plot. The usage of light in this level helps guide the player where to go. Within the caves you enter, the game uses large beams of light to get the player to walk towards that area to advance to the next puzzle. When Nathan and Sully are too deep in the caves for any light to reach down there, they use flashlights to find their way in between big beams of light. The game also slows down the player on purpose. Throughout the level, there are lots of ledges that the player must climb to advance. The animation for climbing only moves so fast, hindering the player from speeding through the climbing sections. Obstacles, such as closed doors, require a puzzle to be solved. A few of these require the player to wait for Sully to walk over and complete his animation and dialogue before the player gets to move on to the next room. Cutscenes in between playing the level also cause the player to slow down. There are a few wow moments, such as the cave walls crumbling, which make the player unable to advance to the next playable sequence until the animation is over.
I made it! I'm on the other side!
Can you get this open?
The game also pushes the player forward on purpose. There's a scene where rickety wooden structures start collapsing behind Nathan as he tries to cross them. This rushes the player forward across the path before it falls apart under Nathan's feet. The light is also used to push the player forward since our eyes are drawn to what we can see rather than what we cannot. In the sections of this level where there are beams of light that signify where to go next, the game invites the player forward rather than having them look around carefully at their surroundings.
This looks safe.
On the topic of movement design, the level is straightforward with giving the player one room after another. However, this is not as obvious due to the climbing and structure of the caves. There are many instances where the player must climb around a room entirely to complete a puzzle. One specific puzzle, the player must climb to fill a pit with water and then drop several stories into the water to access a different room.
The temple must have been built around this.
Around what?
A statue. A gold statue.
A huge gold statue. And look here, these people, they're worshipping the damn thing. At least, I think they're people.
Of course.
An instance of an arrival is at the end of the level. It starts with a mini arrival where the cave opens to the jungle again. There are structures for the player to climb and pathways to follow. After that, there is a bigger arrival, a giant German ship bouncing on a waterfall. In this area, the lighting is much brighter than the jungle in the caves. It also has much more open space. This arrival then starts a cutscene, which is the last event before starting the next level.
Unless
Unless what?
we follow the tracks.
Huh. They stop here.
Yeah, it looks like the back wall of the temple was blown out.
Yeah. Spaniards must have made themselves a shortcut to get the treasure out.
Well, now what?
Storytelling is mostly done by the cutscenes between Nathan and Sully, as well as the dialogue that they have while the player is adventuring and solving puzzles.
Wait, Sully, do you hear that?
Now there's something you don't see every day.
My God.
As for rewards of completing this level, the player gets to continue looking for the treasure and progressing through the story, learn basic mechanics to help aid them in future levels, and receive another area to explore directly after finishing the current
river
one.
during flood season gotten stuck. Let's check it out, huh?
Yeah, wait. Something about this feels kind of hinky.
Hinky. You act like you've never seen a German U-boat in the middle of the jungle before.
I'm being serious, Nate.
I tell you what, why don't you stay here? I'll check it out myself. I'll call you if I run into any Nazis.
Yeah, right. You do that.
Oh, wait. Hold on to this for me, will you? Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this the hard way.